Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Please start, Proji.
Hare Krishna. We'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भगवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining today's Bhagavad Gita. So we are going to discuss today Canto First, Chapter Second 2 and verse number 9. I'll share my screen quickly. धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थ अर्थाय उपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्म एकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः. धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थो अर्थाय उपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मो एकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः. धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थो अर्थाय उपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्म एकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः. Anyone want to recite the sloka? Go ahead with what translation? Dharmasya, occupational engagement. He certainly. Apavargasya, ultimate liberation. Na, not. Artha and arthaya for material gain. Upakalpate is meant for. Na, neither. Arthasya of material gain. Dharma, dharma ekantasya for one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service. Kamaha, sense gratification. Labhaya, attainment of he, exactly. Smutaha is described by the great sages. Translation and purport given by S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: all occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. Purport: we have already discussed that pure devotional service to the Lord is automatically followed by perfect knowledge and detachment from material existence. But there are others who consider that all kinds of different occupational engagements, including those of religion, are meant for material gain. The general tendency of any ordinary man is ordinary man in any part of the world is to gain more material profit in exchange for religious or any other occupational service. Even in the Vedic literatures, for all sorts of religious performances, an allurement of material gain is offered. and most people are attracted by such allurements or blessings of religiosity. Why are such so-called men of religion allured by material gain? Because material gain can enable one to fulfill desires, which is which in turn satisfies sense gratification. This cycle of occupational engagement includes so-called religiosity, followed by material gain,
Karthik,
and
Karthik, level
uh,
up.
uh, material gain followed by fulfillment of desire. Sense gratification is the general way for all sorts of fully occupied men. But in the statement of Sutta Goswami, as per the verdict of Srimad Bhagavatam, this is nullified by the present sloka. One should not engage himself in any sort of occupational service for material gain only, nor should material gain be utilized for sense gratification. Uh, how material gain should be utilized is described as follows. So,
Karthik, level
ॐ
up.
अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna everyone. We'll discuss now about this sloka. So as Prabhupada mentioned here in the purport, as part of this sloka or verse, Sutta Goswami is mentioning this is nullified by the present sloka. So what is nullified by the present sloka? Basically, the dharma or occupational duty or religious activity which should not only meant for sense gratification like kamo and lava. So this is dharma is supposed to be done beyond that. What is the real purpose of dharma? We'll discuss more detail. So uh, that is Parpavargasya, like ultimate liberation. So dharma is meant for ultimate liberation. So we'll understand like more detail about dharma, what type of dharma are there, so what we should do and what Veda tools we'll discuss in detail. So according to Vedic scripture, in particular Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, religion cannot be man-made. So religion never can be man-made because man is not perfect. We know our senses are not perfect, so we cannot made religion. Then from where religion comes from? Actually, the principle of religion can only be laid down by the Lord Himself. Dharma tu sakhyat bhagavat pranitam. So no one can manufacture a religious principle by imperfect speculation. One must follow the footsteps of great authorities like Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Kumaras, Kapila, Prahlada, then Shukadev Goswami, and all um, earlier we are discussing. So like we should follow 12 Mahajanas, all Mahajans' footsteps like Yamaraj, Janaka, Bali Maharaj. So that is called Dharma. So question may arise, why we need liberation? Because in this verse it is mentioned the ultimate goal of Dharma is liberation. So it's not just Dharma, Artha, Kama. So Kama and then Artha. Kama Artha and then Moksha. Moksha should be the ultimate goal of Dharma. So then common man can ask question, why we need liberation? We are happy here. So are we really happy here? It's just an illusion. Let's discuss more on this. So, as we know, the characteristic of soul is Satchit Ananda. Why? Because this is the characteristics of Supreme Lord. And since we are part and parcel of Supreme Lord, we also inherit that characteristics. But Supreme Lord has these characteristics in as a whole, like complete. But we have all this as in minute level. So, since soul has that characteristics, so we are searching for ananda or bliss. As we are not just this body, but eternal souls residing in this body to fulfill our desire, so we are also in search of ananda or bliss. But this is a wrong place for searching ananda, this material world where we are existing. Why? It's it's as like mirage of seeing water in the desert. So we from the distance we'll see we thought like yes water is there in the desert, but reality is not that. Once we'll go nearby, we'll see no nothing is there. It's sand only. So hot sand. So similar the case. So we feel like we can get ananda or bliss from these material objects. It can never be possible. It may not, it will not give us permanent bliss. So similarly our mind is being material, because as we know our body is made out of eight elements, five gross and three subtle element. All these are matters. So mind being matter, or came out of matter, things to get bliss from the material objects or from the relationship to our material body, which is not possible, because in material world uh, it has been certified by the creator of this universe, like Supreme Lord, as Dukhalayam Aswaswatam, that is full of miseries and temporary. So how can we get ananda from this world of ocean or miseries? Padam padam dukhadam. So every step we are challenging Krishna. No, no, I'll get bliss if I do best in my exam, if I do placed in an MNC, if I get married, if I get nice kid, if I get luxury car, big bungalow, etc. But it's not possible to get fullest or permanent bliss in this material world. Are we really permanent blissful or happy after getting all those things? No. So it is possible only if we connected with the ocean of bliss, none other than Supreme Lord. So then only we'll get the permanent bliss. So that's where we need to connect, and that is nothing but called as liberation. So we'll discuss what is dharma. So dharma generally refers to one's inherent duty of religious path with a focus on devotional service to Lord Krishna. It encompasses both Sanatan Dharma, the eternal Dharma of soul, which is to serve God, and Varnasrama Dharma, or we can call it Swadharma, the duty specific to one's social role and stage of life. This sloka emphasizes the importance of both Sanatan Dharma as well as Varnasrama or Swadharma, with the ultimate goal of aligning one's action in Krishna's will and achieving spiritual liberation. So that is called real dharma. So we'll discuss more about Swadharma or Varnashram dharma. So what is that basically? So this is the Swadharma is the duty to maintain our body and all the relationship with the bodily identification. For example, a person as a father has some duty for his child, being the same person as a husband of someone has some duty for his wife. As a son, he has some duty for his parent. As a community member, has some duty to his society. So for this, he has to perform his occupational duty. So Swadharma refers to an individual's unique duties and responsibilities based on their nature, circumstance, age, social standing, and stage of life. That is ashrama. Like we know, we have four ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grahastha, and then Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. So that is something Swadharma. And what is Sanatan Dharma? Sanatan Dharma is the duty to maintain our individual soul's relationship with Supreme Lord. Sanatan Dharma refers to the eternal universal principles of righteousness and morality that govern the universe and guide human beings in their pursuit of ultimate truth. So we understood what is Swadharma, Sanatana Dharma, what is the need of Dharma, why we need liberation. So then we'll see what is our real duty. Our real duty is not just to do Dharma, Artha, Kama. So it is something beyond that. So as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us, like Jibare Swarupa, Krishna and Nityadas, our real duty is to serve Krishna. What is the real ultimate goal of life? To come out of this material ocean or material miseries like Bhavasagar. This human body is like a boat, basically. We should use this to cross this Bhavasagar and reach the ultimate goal. So we have to well maintain this sport till we reach our destination, and to maintain it, we need to perform our occupational duty. So our occupational duty or Swadharma should be for this purpose. Should maintain our body, not just to enjoy our sense gratification. So to maintain our body so that we are not going to die as early as possible, as late as possible, and then we use that boat to cross this Bhavasagara. So it's kind of from the one side of that Bhavasagara of Maya is present, and other side Supreme Lord, which is our destination. The more we'll come to Maya towards, then we are so more far from the Supreme Lord. So we have to proceed towards Supreme Lord. So Sanatana Dharma helps us to go or move towards Supreme Lord, and that also need, or we have the role of Swadharma, because with that we can maintain our relationship with body, our body, and that should be very minimal, how much ever body needs. It's not like to get into illusion and I mean immerse in the sense gratification. So that should be our actual duty or occupational duty, part of Swadharma. But Sanatan Dharma and Swadharma are integral and important aspects of life, as we understood. We'll discuss about like four Purushartha. So as we know, like Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So these are the four Purushartha. And on top of this, we do have Panchama Purushartha. That is nothing but love for Krishna or Krishna Prema. So the karmis of fruitive workers who don't give much importance to the Sanatan Dharma usually get stuck in loop of first three Purushartha, like Dharma, Artha, Kama. They will do Dharma, and with, if someone will do Dharma, byproduct they will get Artha, and with that Artha they will satisfy their senses, and then that cycle will repeat. They will be stuck in that loop. But really, who understands the real goal of the life and performs Sanatan Dharma and keeps the fourth Purushartha in mind while performing the occupational duty, that is nothing but Mukhya, they will not be stuck in this loop. They will be out of that loop and proceed towards the ultimate goal of the life. So then uh, uh, we can take an example. Like if that's the case, why not directly Moksha or Sanatan Dharma is prescribed? Why all those things are there in Vedas? Because for an example, we can consider a parent gives some commitment to their children or child. Sometimes if they are doing good, then he will give a gift, a cycle, when in the school if he is performing good. So then child will not be interested much on scoring good, but his intention is to get the cycle, the gift, if he do better. So he will learn, study good, and then he will score good, get the cycle. Though it is a motivation from the parent, but or pride from the parent, but it's not the motto of that is not be stuck in the bribe. The motto is to elevate or to make a good career of his child. So that's how the Veda also has all this karma kanda. So for example, we can consider the Kamesti Yajna. So we know if someone is looking for a son, and as per the Veda, Karma Kanda, they can do Putra Kamesti Yajna. And then definitely they will get a son. But ultimately, this process purifies the doer, although it gives some material benefits. So, we should keep in mind, like, it's not the only things to achieve, like the benefits or allurement mentioned in the Veda. We should not get diverted or stuck in that. Yes, something is can be found or as a result of dharma. We have to use it for our sustainability and proceed further to our ultimate goal of life. That is recommended. So, I mean, in this age of Kali, it's very difficult to perform all this karma kanda. For an example, you can take, if we are doing some puja at our home, Purohit or Brahmin comes, he recites sloka, but in between we may get sleep, we'll have a good nap. Then Brahmin will take advantage of that. He will finish half of the sloka recitation, and then he will get dakshina go, because his ultimate goal is to get dakshina. This is how the modern age is. So all these are not feasible to perform. So for that, a real devotee, what he does, he offers prasadam to Supreme Lord and chants his holy name, which is as good as yajna. So this is recommended for Kali Yuga. So as we know, Yuga Dharma, which is mentioned by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like congregational chanting. So, Nama Sankirtana, that is the ultimate, Yuga Dharma for Kali Yuga. So, we are so fortunate to be part of this Krishna consciousness because Prabhupada came to, travel to whole globe, throughout the globe, and contributed this Krishna consciousness to fulfill his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire and to execute his spiritual master's command. So we are so fortunate being part of Krishna consciousness, and following the four regulative principle and following the Yuga Dharma, like congregational chanting. So then we'll see, like, what are those four principles, how it is related. As we know, there are four pillars and legs of dharma, like. So one is satyam, like truthfulness, and then tapo, like austerity, then shaucha, like cleanliness, and then daya, like compassion. So these are the four legs of Dharma bull. So in Satya Yuga, all the legs was there, and then Tritaya, one leg got reduced. Then next Dwapara, two legs got reduced. Kali Yuga, only one leg. The Dharma bull is standing. Uh, but we are so fortunate to have Prabhupada and following the Krishna consciousness in our life, where we are following four regulative principles. So, like those, how it is related to these four legs of dharma, like no meat eating. So definitely, we are giving showing compassion or daya to other animals. So we are not just part and parcel of Supreme Lord. So this same soul resides in other living entities. So we should show our compassion or mercy or daya to other animals. So stopping meat eating, we are adopting that daya. Then no gambling. So in that way, we are following Satya. So whoever is doing gambling, they will not never be truthfulness. So we are following Satyam. Then austerity. So no intoxication. So with that, we are controlling our senses and we are doing up to some extent the austerity or tapa. It's as like Satyayug, we may not go into forest and do tapasya thousands of years because our lifespan is very short, as we know in other words. Where I mean Mandabhagya, Mandabhuti, and Alpayu. So we cannot do that. So with this little bit of tapa, we can purify ourselves. So same way, no illicit sex, which will help us to maintain shauch or cleanliness. So we are so fortunate to have all these principles given by Srila Prabhupada. So and then there are a few other things to discuss. With interest of time, I'll cover a couple of things. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna mentioned like Chaturvarna Maya sister in fourth chapter. Like those four varnashrama has been created by Lord. Why? Because we have different categories of people. So in human life body also we do have 4 lakhs of different human. So it's not like one. So out of 8.4 millions of species, so 4 lakhs of different types of human. So if definitely their desire, their characteristics, nature will vary. So two objects or two person may not be always in same characteristics nature. So for them, this varnashrama will help to elevate and go towards sattva, and then from mode of goodness to Suddha Sattva, like which is beyond all these four mode of material nature, like and then that is nothing but transcendental state. So all this has been set just to elevate ourselves and go back to Godhead. So question may come, why we need to serve to Supreme Lord, part of our Sanatan Dharma? Is Lord Krishna looking for our service? No, because there are thousands, as per Brahmasinda, there are thousands of Lakshmi serving to Lord Krishna. He has the most, I mean, most devotee, Radharani to serve. There are so many acharyas who liberated, they are serving to Krishna. Then why he is looking for our service? No, it's just for our benefit to serve him and get Krishna Prema and get associated and surrender to him. In Bhagavad Gita, in 18th chapter, he mentioned to Arjuna after explaining all the things like bhakti yoga and then karma yoga, ashtanga yoga. Then he mentioned like sarva dharman pariteja mamekam saranam vajra aham tvam sarva papabhyo mukhya sami masocha. So to surrender someone, we should know about him. Can we surrender to a strange, unknown person? No, right? We should know about him. So this process, through this process, we can know him better, understand, have faith, and then some day will or time will come, we can surrender, and then that's all. That is the ultimate time where we can go back to Godhead. So that should be our goal of life through this dharma. It may be, I mean, with the integral effort towards Sanatan Dharma and Swadharma. In Chaitanya Charitamrita also, I mean, in Adi Leela, it is mentioned like Bahu Janma Kare Yadi श्रवण कीर्तन तबु तो ना पाया कृष्ण पदे प्रेम धान. So if someone is doing offensive chanting, then even though it's a bath after bath, so it's very difficult to get love of Krishna. So we should not keep material gain in our mind while doing chanting. So we should keep in mind to get his love. So that way we can get Krishna Prema and we can surrender as soon as possible and go back to Godhead. So I'll stop here. And if any questions or comments, what is the
Yeah,
questions?
Prabhuji, thank you so much for wonderful class. I have one doubt, Prabhuji. Can I ask? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Prabhuji, actually, Maya is so powerful, but God is more, Supreme Lord is more powerful than Maya. So every yuga he is coming and establishing dharma, but still the dharma is going 4 legs to 3 legs, 3 legs to 2 legs, and now Kali Yuga 1 leg, right? So can you
Yes.
explain that?
Yes, Mate. So this is part of yoga only. So even if Lord is coming to re-establish, but every yoga has some, degradation. Satya Yuga, it was full 4 legs. Dharma was standing, and most of the people were following. It's not like there was no demonic people in Satya Yuga. We know there were, but majority was like following for dharma. So then next yuga one got reduced. Then once the Kali Yuga will end, then it will go to next cycle Satya Yuga. So Satya Yuga will be elevated. So it will be having 4 yuga. So I mean, your question is like, if Lord is coming re-establishing dharma, then how it is degrading? So Lord comes when in that yuga itself, if that particular leg is going to be down, that time Lord appears and re-establish that. It's not like Lord re-establishes the all 4 legs. So I would seek Yupikan Prabhuji's input here if you want to add, but yeah, this should be my understanding and answer, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. So very nice answer, Ajit Prabhu. Every yoga deteriorating, right? So in Satya Yoga, all 4 were there. And then Treta Yoga, 1 leg is broken. Dwapara Yoga, 1 more leg is broken. And Satya Yoga, Kali Yoga, only 1 leg, only Satyavak Palana is there. Remaining Saucham, um, Tapasya, Daya, all 3 are broken. Only Satyavak Palana is there little bit. That is also shaking. So in that way, that means people are deteriorating. So we need to understand people are deteriorating, majority of the personalities. Again, end of the Kali Yuga, again Satya Yuga will come back, and then it will be re-established with full Dharma. Is that clear, Mataji, or you are any other further questions?
Yes, means what I'm thinking is like so it is deteriorated when he comes and established, at least that has to be hold. So Maya is God is more powerful than Maya, right? So when he established that, at least it has to hold, but it is descending, right? That's why
It's a cycle. How can you say that it is
means it's
descending?
a,
And then the Kali Yuga again it will go up, right?
yeah, it's a
So
God's plan, or
it's not the God's plan. See, God doesn't have any plan for you. It's your plan only. So, but if you're if the living entities are doing too much, then Lord will come and try to protect and teach a lesson. Still, if you do not listen that lesson, and if you are not following it, if you are still following, Lord cannot stop you. So it's all your free will. Lord doesn't have any plan for you. Lord has only plan is to take you back to Godhead. For that, He will try to do. He will punish you to make you realize, and He will send His representatives to make you realize, and He will do so many ways to make us to realize and go back to Him.
okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
you mentioned, Prabhuji, like it's a cycle of 4 yugas.
Mm-hmm.
Prabhuji, why God like wants to make it, if it is not the plan, like our 4 cycles of yugas, then
Mm-hmm.
he make it in the after Satya Yuga itself again one more Satya Yuga. Why do we need to make it like 4? If it is like how we are ensuring it in 4 yugas, all like will be purified.
Yeah. That is not Lord's plan, that is Brahma's plan. Brahma want to design such a way that how he want to operate the universe, how you want to create the universe. So it's maybe major, some reason might be there. For this many years, soul will transform this many lifetimes, and soul will get realization. So the majority of the soul have realization. If you go this many life cycles, then you can reestablish the good one. So like that, like suppose if you are doing. If you're administrating your country or your town, township will put a different sikshas, different punishments, right? Like if you do this mistake, you'll have this many days in the jail, or if you do this mistake, this many years in the jail, like that, right? So they have some calculation. If a person is imprisoned this many years, there is a possibility of realization within him. So then, based upon that, after the 7 years or something, they will release him. Similarly, the soul will get have some realizations if you take some number of janmas and some number of uh, situations, then we will get realization. In that way, Brahma designed like that.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. So these are all whatever all these design, all these things, whatever the miseries we are going through, or whatever association that we are getting through, or whatever bhakti that we are doing, or whatever the reading that we are doing, all these is meant for realize and surrender. Everybody is in the whole universal administration system. Duty is to make us realize, you are not permanent here. You need to go back to Godhead, and to bring that realization, we'll go through different phases. One soul may realize immediately and he'll go back. One soul may take longer time, 1 janma or 10 janmas or 15 janmas or 100 janmas, and he'll go back to Godhead. So they'll have different calculation for different gunas and different kinds of people. So Kali Yuga will have measure. Some people will go back to Godhead. For them, no need to. Whoever is left over, that means they are long duration of in the jail. So that means they are tough souls. So they need to go through a lot of miseries. Then at the end, they may get realized. So all these calculations are designed for the to make us realize. Okay. Thank you very much. His Grace Ajit Prabhu delivered a nice class. Let's thank him for chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So we wish you a very happy Krishna conscious day ahead. Let's pray our offers to Lord Narsimhadeva for complete protection of all our congregation devotees and enter the world. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Badram Muchur Namamyam. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Badram Muchur Namamyam. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Badram Muchur Namamyam. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Let's offer our obeisances for all Vaishnavas who gave a wonderful association to discuss the Srimad Bhagavatam class today morning. Vancha kalpatarabhyasya kripa sindhobhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Let's chant enthusiastically Hare Krishna mantra 3 times and wind up the class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. भगवान श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की जय. अमल प्राणम श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. We have a special classes by His Grace Akrura Prabhu. One class on Friday evening in the Bridgewater, Baji Baba Prabhu's house, and one class is at our home on Saturday. And we will have a regular Sunday feast program. So we'll send these invitations to all of you based upon your convenience. Convenient location, please join and take the association of His Grace Akrura Prabhu. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll meet at 6:30 a.m. Srimad Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna.